Okay, now we're on part 7, which is steps 16, 17, and 18. Okay, so we got our wheels on the opposite side. Now we're going to put the wheels on the right side of the robot, or if you're looking at the robot, the left side of the robot, right? But it's pretty much rinse and repeat from the last time. So we grab a gear, grab a 2 end pieces, 2 end caps, we can call them, right? And we need 1 gear shaft, okay? And if we stick it right through to where the motor is, right? So you should see on that side, if I stick it right to where the motor is, okay, it goes all the way in, nice and easy. But we're going to need to take the end cap, like I said, loosen it so it will slide on nice and easy. And you can see the little screw when you're turning it. Actually, it will go in and out, so that way it makes it easier for you to use it. And then I'm gonna slide it in like this, so it goes into the motor. And then, like I said before, I use my nail right there. You could use the Allen wrench if you are not strong enough to do it with your nail. But this is kind of kiddie stuff for me, so it's easy to do. There it is. It's on there nice and tight. Okay. And then we're going to put the gear on this side. I got to rotate it until it lines up, because it's a square, so you'll see it lines up as a square. And it's in there tight. It's in the motor. It's on the gear. Nice and tight. Okay, good. And now we take the last end piece. Screw out. Okay. Don't get it all the way out. Just so it gets on there. Make sure everything's tight. Yes, it is. And flush is actually the word, flush to the frame. And then no Hercules tightening. It's tight. There it goes. It's tight. There it goes. Okay. And now, again, rinse and repeat with the wheels. So I got the other 2 wheels. I got the other 2 gears. I need 2 axles, 2 gray hubcaps, cooperative, that's a green one. Okay, 2 gray hubcaps. And I guess you could put a hubcap on the up side of the wheel with the green ones, but I'm literally following the instructions and it doesn't say that, so we are not going to do what it doesn't say, because it doesn't say it. And then I need 4 end pieces. Okay. So this is step 17. Push columns together before tightening screws. Yeah, we did that. Okay. So it really doesn't matter which order you go in, because it's all pretty much the same. So we're going to first put the hubcap on the wheel. Make sure it's lined up. And like I said last time, we're going to hammer it in. Because it's plastic, so sometimes the molds are not perfect. And you do want it tightly in there. You don't want it to be loosey-goosey, so hammer it in and makes it nice and tight. We'll put the axle through that part. And then we want the gear flip it around. The hubcap goes on the inside, where the gear is. The hubcap goes where the gear is. So the gear and the hubcap are touching, which is also why the hubcap is there. So if you put it on this side, now the gear is going to go inside to where the hubcap is and the hole, and that might cause problems. You don't want that. Then if I hold it this way, I slide the shaft through, and once again, keep your finger there on the frame. So as once the axle is touching your finger and it's flush with the frame, you don't have to go any further than that. Then you take your end piece, loosen it up, do it this way so I can tighten it. And I say that because, you know, if your end piece is facing the frame, how do you plan on tightening it? Okay, so make your life a little easier. Those are, because you guys are rookies, right? So those are rookie mistakes, but you're going to make rookie mistakes because you're rookies. So I'm just trying to teach you not to do that. And I've done it before. That's how I know. Like I said, not my first rodeo, not my first robot. So now you can say, not my first robot instead of not my first rodeo. So now you are robotic cowboys. I love Texas. I really do. So hold this side, push that in. Okay, and it's actually really tight because my screw is not. Oh, and I dropped it. Okay, I dropped it, but it's actually still causing me problems, which is weird. Check to make sure there's nothing in there. And now it goes on nice and easy. There must have been something in there. But now because I dropped the screw, I gotta find it. Okay. Yeah, there it is. Okay. And you need to find it. Because otherwise, like I said, this thing becomes a waste and it's lost, and that's not good. So I found it, and I'm gonna put it on. This is what you don't. It's actually good that it happened. Hey, you can screw it too much, and it will fall out. And then you gotta put it back in. So make sure you're holding it tight, so that way the wheels, the gears, everything is lined up before you tighten that cap. And you're not Hercules tightening, just regular tightening. And there it goes. And if I move the gear in the middle, the wheel is wiggling. That's good. So now we're going to turn it this way because I want to put the last wheel on. So grab that wheel, put the hubcap in. Go ahead and hammer that bad boy in. Oh, I missed. It came out. Fix it. Oh my gosh. There it is. Put the axle through. Put an end cap on there. I'm not going to tighten it yet because I don't have it in yet. So now the hubcap's on this side, and that's where I'm going to put the gear. So that way the hubcap and the gear are on the same side. Make sure the axle goes through. And I'm holding all three pieces together like a sandwich. Okay, before I put it through the frame and the bracket. making sure that I line the gear up. I slide that in, okay, and I push that all through. And I want to put my thumb so that way it's flush with the frame, and I push the axle, okay, and that looks good. That's nice. So now if you can see, the end cap is got the screw on this side, right? So I didn't make sure that it was on the right side that I was going to be screwing it. So I got to rotate things around, but it's not that problematic. Okay, but you know, teachable moment. It'd be better if it was facing the other way. So anyway, now that's all on. If I want to drop stuff, so move that over. Okay, and now the end cap here, but before I put that on, once again, make sure the gear is moving both. Very good. This is tight, yes. Okay. Did I preload this thing? Yeah, it looks kind of good. Put it so that way the black screw is facing me. Hold this down. Okay, it's not loose enough. There's still a little space there. Let's get it there. Not so much that I'll lose it. Slide it through. Up. Hold it so it's tight. I don't want anything moving. I don't want my gear off. Now I'm going to tighten it. And that one was much better because it was in the right spot. Okay? So everything's tight, yes. When I move the gear, it's moving the wheels, very good. Okay, and I flip this up. There you go. We're almost done, man. I'll tell you right now, it's looking good. Okay, so 18, the two big gears, like this, okay. And then they want you to put a shaft in there in the middle. So if I look at these things, so there is a difference to the gear if you can see it, right? So there's like a raised circle on this side, but then it's like a ring on the other side. Like, so if I flip it, you see the difference, right? So when you're looking at the picture, right, this side is one way, and then this side is the other way, okay? So it's like alternating, right? And then they want it to go through the one where the three. So if you see 3 circles line up, 3 line up, okay? So make sure you have it that way. I'm going to put them on top of each other in such a way that that matches, right? And then I'm going to go get a black screw, little black screw, 2 of them for either side, okay? Put them off to the side here. And then they want this piece, they call ST1, that's this bad boy, okay? And so we're going to put it, so once again, looking at it, okay, first I'll do this one, right, this side. So this, the 3 ring side versus the circle side. It's kind of hard to say it that way because it's like a ring and a circle are the same thing, but look at the picture. I'll stick a screw through the 3rd middle, right, and then with my finger, I will put that on, like that, okay? And then I'm going to hold it, and with the Allen wrench, tighten it up. Let's use the school Allen wrench, shall we? Let's tighten it up. And it doesn't have to be Hercules tight. And then that's done, and now on the other side, we line up the 3 circles, right? And slide this bad boy through. It doesn't have to be Hercules tight. You want to make sure that the circles are lined up. Okay. And so if you look at it, the indented rings are on the outside and the, raised O's are on the inside. But that's what it looks like. And there's a video, so I'm going to rotate it around so you can see how it goes. And there's 3, right? So that's done. That's Step 18 complete.